All right, fine. I'll do it. Fine. All right, we're back. I keep getting questions. Where did I get this fender? How can I make my fender look like that? What is this fender? Is it metal? First of all, it's plastic. It's polymer. It's the stock fender from the factory. I've modified it greatly to look like this because I hate the way the stock fender just turns into a shark fin. Some people like that, but for this overall build, it looks dumb. It doesn't fit the contours of the bike. The front fender, I just trimmed it down. It's literally just the stock Honda Magna fender that I trimmed the sides off of, and I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot slimmer. I kind of wanted to go for that like Honda VLX shadow look, that front fender, and I might even try and swap one of those on here, but for now, this is great. I love it. Now onto the rear fender. This one's going to be important. This is the most important piece here. You can see in here, this is metal. And I have that there on purpose so that I can have a 2-up capable bobber-ish motorcycle. This is how it's connected on the inside. It's very simple. This is the stock fender liner that came with this bike, but as you can see, it's been trimmed off in this area. Now, the way that was done was originally, if you take yours apart, you'll see this on the third gens. I don't know about the second gens. I think that they have metal fenders, but this is how much I trimmed off. Both of these pieces, like that's the license plate bracket, and that domed triangular thing right there is what used to be underneath that hole to hold the back of that seat up. But I've discovered that seat actually sits perfectly on top of what is left underneath there anyways. So this is not necessary. I chopped it all off, and I chopped it off at the nubs there instead of at the pipe. It's very easy to chop off with just a handsaw. I think it's aluminum or something. It's not very strong. It doesn't need to be. It just needs to be stamped like an airplane. As for the fender itself, the way I cut this was with a razor blade and a heat gun. It's plastic. It's really easy to do. You just have to take your time. What I did was I put it on the bike and I used masking tape. And I started making contours all around this. I started drawing shapes. And I discovered, hey, what if I follow a similar shape to the seat? So I took this kind of contour design and I flipped it over here. It's that simple. That's crap. You just have to take your time. That's the theme of this bike build. This took me 2 years to get it to this point because I kept redoing it. Take your time, have your vision, and realize it. Some of you have said to me that you love this bike. First of all, thank you. I'm flattered. The bike is flattered too, but the Magna knows what the Magna is, and the Magna is king. I hope this was helpful to you. If you want this to be perfect, you might need to Bondo some areas. Not a lot. We're talking like less than the 1/16 of an inch of thickness of Bondo, like in some areas. When you paint it, you're not going to have to do a lot of paint on all of it. You're just going to have to do the nicer paint, obviously, in this area, and then the rest is just whatever. Now, how I made the rest work out, and a lot of people wouldn't tell you this because I almost forgot. I cut the rest of the fender. Look, can you see that? It's the same story on the other side. I cut the rest of it so that it follows the frame rail, because part of a motorcycle is to show that it is a cycle. You want to show the tire a little bit. It still does its job as a fender, mostly. Unless I'm riding on dirt, then it does still throw dirt up. But you need to be able to see the wheel in order for it to have the aesthetic value to it. And I can still have it be a soft tail and lowered and not have it eat itself, especially with the heavy springs of a Burley Slammer shock. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're looking for the paint code or how to put springs on or any of the other questions that people have asked about this bike, click up in this little eye area up here. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. All right, stay safe, stay marvelous. Peace.